Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Royal Stone. Last episode, Even with Forces finished off Blair, the Fire Elemental General in the Zeal Army. And he basically said, don't go to Corsaira because the Empire already has the Royal Stone there. He said instead go to Bera Castle, and apparently that is the entrance to where the Emperor lives. So there's apparently a magical gate there that takes you into the clouds where the Emperor is. So Eva's on her way there, but unfortunately, standing in her way is Luminet. Remember, Luminet was sent to Corsaira earlier by the General in Sword, and she was supposed to try to link up with Luminet and convince her to join forces. But as you see, Luminet is hard-headed and will not listen to reason. So she is going to take the men that the General from Sor gave her and use them instead to attack Eva. So this is where we're going to gain some experience. We will max out Vassler, the Water Pirate, and get a bunch of experience. Put it on our Griffin. Jorge will get some experience as well. And then we'll get them very close to leveling up. The sand here, unfortunately, makes travel pretty hard. Luckily, the enemies are very aggressive, except for one. They'll come around the split. Some will go on the left, some will go on the right. Luminet always goes over to the left. But then her AI gets like really dumb. She like runs up like she's gonna attack you right away, and then she pulls away. So there's that one knight there. He like just likes to hang out in that little hole by the mountain. He's really annoying, but we'll just Papora will mainly deal with him. Casting spells. We'll just keep our healers in the back. They'll just be healing. We're gonna get our characters up to the choke point. We'll have one go to the right, one go to the left, and weaken the enemies like that. So, this is a good place time to get experience. All the knights give 22. Luminet gives 23. So I have the 22 was good because that's exactly how many Vassler he needs to max out. And we can, if Jorge defeats one, he'll be poised in defeating two enemies in the next level to max out, and only waste one experience point. Because he'll be 31 experience away, and there's 216 enemies. As you see, the terrain makes it really slow, especially for Vasslery there. We really want to level up. We won't have to worry about him. He'll be our third maxed out character. Our first being Paulette. We'll bet you want to max out our other healer, Perlis. Focus on getting, like I said, the Siren and the Griffin up. The Griffin are doing a lot of killing in this map. The sooner we get the Siren will be maxed out next level. She is 40 away from maxing out. I could have sent her into this battle, maxed around here, but then I'd lose 4 experience. And there's 20 experience points enemies in the next round. So that'll make her max out even without wasting any experience. So I kind of had it planned out. Try to maximize experience. At least you don't have to scan enemies in this battle. So a fire character would be good here, but we already maxed out Taurus, our firefighter. Vel the Fire Knight. We're not really worried about getting him up on Knights Rangers. They probably won't end up maxing. There's other people that are just a little more important to max out. So we have no elemental advantages or disadvantages, so everyone can fight anyone here. Not too difficult. Sad thing is that Guy is just one out of range of like our strongest spells, so I'll just have to weaken him down with the weaker version of the spells. Yeah, the strongest version of the spells only have a range of 3, and he's 4 away. The weak one, unfortunately, didn't even reach him. Some more characters up. Eve up there. Now, you think that Luminet, seeing that Eva is basically right in front of her, and she has a big grudge against Eva, that she would come up and attack. This is where she's going to demonstrate that like weird AI, where she's going to basically retreat. Not that I mind that weird AI, because it basically guarantees that she'll be the last one to be defeated. It allows us to defeat everybody else in her army. But when you think about it, isn't all that, nice or heroic? I mean, yeah, they are trying to, attack us, but they're not really our enemies. They've been basically misled by Luminet. There's no way, unfortunately, to convince her. So, she's really hard-headed, because you'll see, even though we defeat her in this battle, she's going to be like a General Vadim of the Empire, where, yeah, he's defeated, but it doesn't mean he's dead. So, I'm going to use basically non-lethal force. And just knock her out. So even though, like I said, you'll see that she'll still hold the grudge against Eva, even though 2 times Eva could have killed her. Remember, we already defeated her once earlier on our way to Sword, before we got to Sword Castle. We had that battle with her and some of the Sacred Knights. These guys, even though they share the same sprite as the Sacred Knights, they're not Sacred Knights. When you look at their stats, it said Federal. Because remember, these guys are guys from Sword. Here. And, the Griffin could probably take care of one of these soldiers. Now we'll send Eva around to try to get that guy up top there. Just looking to see which one is most easily defeated. This guy here. Should let me finish him off in 2 hits. Have Eva start working her way toward the other guy. So we're going to keep the Griffin down here. Like I said, we could send the Griffin there, but if the Griffin went all the way over, he's only getting 1 kill and he's not being able to attack all the soldiers on the left. And like I said, the main goal is to get as much experience on the Griffin as possible. And weaken this guy up a little bit. Before we send the Griffin over, we do want to save at least one of these fighters for these Federals here, for Vassler to max out his level. And we don't have to worry about him at all. Really close there, so. And it's where sometimes you're hoping you don't get a critical hit. You're like, please don't get a critical hit. Because it'll mess up your plans for experience. Up, more spell. Let's see if we can get Vassler up there. He's probably still a little too far away. Yep, too far away. We do have to get Horai 1 kill, so we can move him up. But the best kill for Horai would probably be taking out Luminet. Our spell will work this time. First time we did it, it fizzled. Second and third time, okay, they did their job. Him up. Alright. Bachelor, maybe if he doesn't defeat this guy here, I'll do it on the next time when he attacks. Yeah, he won't have a problem. Remember, these guys use a special, they don't block like fighters do. So, Bachelor will level up here and he'll be done. You won't have to deploy him again until maybe the last level. I'm not sure if I'm going to deploy the maxed out characters, all of them, or send some of the weaker characters just to gain experience, but it always just feels good to basically have characters like maxed out and you don't have to worry about them anymore. Satisfies that OCD in me. Just run away. You can take the one up top. You want to feed that one to the Griffin. So yeah, Griffin attack the one on the left there. Finish off. There we go. Griffin gained a level. So they get much better level ups than the fighters do. A little bit more strength. But they take longer to level up. Like I said, the main reason we want to level them up is only just so we can give them to our Evoker Tor. He basically, Evoker basically functions. This guy put it the second time, so not too good. The Evoker basically fights like the fighters in Crystal Warriors, and they will between rounds they can summon a certain monster, whatever one they want, and then the monster will leave after the round and will summon it again. So if for whatever reason though the Evoker's monster is defeated, the monster is gone for good. That's the only thing, but that's really hard to accomplish because you'll really be mainly sending the monsters out to fight elemental weaknesses. You wouldn't send your monster up against something that's going to get destroyed by. Why invest all that time into a monster only to, have to get killed off in battle? There's Luminet just retreating, which is okay. We're gonna have, like I said, Horai will end up finishing her off. Griff will take care of these other two Federals. So, easy battle, and one less character to look at. There we go, this is maxed out stats. Up just to be safe. So the Horai is going to be taking on Luminet. Luminet though is just be the same as she was the first time we fought her. She just used that special attack. Can't heal or anything, doesn't have boost. So it does make her a little easier than some of the other, like the Sacred Knight captains that we've been fighting. Alright. We're now 3 for 5 on him. And I think he has a close enough range that he might actually start attacking Eva. Or start making his way toward Eva. Always good when the enemy is aggressive. It saves us some turns walking. So that's been the biggest problem in some of these battles most recently. Just the terrain is a bigger enemy than the enemies. Right, she came after us. Match for our Griffin. If she ever got like 2 lucky critical hits, the Griffin can always block. Alright, that guy's finally coming toward us. Take him out. I could try to boost. Booster would probably take him out, but there's no healers here, so it Doesn't matter how long it takes to finish yours off. Like I said, we don't want to finish them off before we defeat. We don't want to defeat Luminet. And Eva finally gets another level. You've been neglecting her levels, but we will be getting her up then soon. We can finally use one of the level 2 elemental spells here. Let's see if it actually hits though. Didn't do too much damage, but then again we don't have elemental advantage. All these knights, including Luminet, are all Oath. Oath has no advantages or disadvantages, so... More characters around Luminet. Luminet hopefully will draw her in there. Yep, there you go, because she goes right after Horai, because that's who we want to have defeat her. Because that'll set him up perfectly to gain the next level, his last level in the next round. So there's 16 experienced enemies, and he's at, once he defeats Luminet, he will be 31 away, so it's the easiest way to get him to match without losing a lot of experience. We'll only lose 1. That's going to be good for maxing out, because next round we'll max out our Horai and also max out our Siren. Drain. Drain, remember, just steals 1/4 of the enemy's max, the current hit points. So Drain would have only done 14 there. And that finishes off the last of the Federal Knights. Let's heal ourselves up. All we have to do is finish off Luminet here. We don't technically finish her off. And we'll see that in the next cutscene. Can Vasily do it? Yes, he can. You see special, and it takes off 1/8 of their max hit points, but if they're too low, it won't take off anything. Luminet fell. That gains another level. Now he's at 15. Like I said, 1 more to go. We have 2 characters, only need 1 more to go. Eva, I'll never forgive you. And that's why I said that one episode, when you go out for a quest of revenge, dig 2 graves, 1 for yourself and 1 for your going after. Although unfortunately for Lady Luminet, she's only going to be the one who's going to be sent to her grave. Luminet defended us. Why'd you have to go and hurt her? She's trying to kill us. Fortune teller. Eva's in that building there. We hate you. So you see Luminet, she's still alive. It's going to be a rough night for Lady Luminet. I hope she pulls through. Please don't die, Lady Luminet. Well, can we have our healers cast like heal and life on her? Maybe they did. Eva? We should probably leave Luminet here and press on to Vera. I suppose we should. But if Blair's information is correct, the T-Rise of Rustling isn't there anymore. We might still find a clue. Besides, no country should suffer Mortalia's fate. You're right. I'm sure we will find something. Yep, an ambush. No, we're not going to go yet. We still have the fortune teller to talk with and a few other people to talk with. She's been following us around for a while. I feel like things are only going to get worse. Could you make us another vestment? Another healer and mage would like it. Why did Lady Luna attack you? Long story. But you've been following the playthrough the entire time. You know the whole story. So, there's our fortune teller. This is why we want to max out. I mentioned it on the previous episode. Why we want to max out our healers and people who have boost, Eva. Because like that person said, the Imperial Generals are tough. Make sure you help the people with boost. So, fortunately, nothing we can really use here. We could buy some plate armor, because we're going to end up getting another monster, Satyr monster, the fire monster later. But we'll still have another opportunity to buy equipment for it, including a weapon. So, and well, we'll be in our next episode. We'll be maxing some levels. So take care. See you then. Bye.